Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, October 2nd, 2014. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's jump right into the chart. So what do we have here? We have the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading higher by about 50 cents at the moment. You can see the futures were gradually moving higher, and now they just got hit with a nice big sell candle right here. It looks like some comments are probably coming out of the ECB. Mario Draghi is expected to make some comments right around this point in time. So the ECB, we're going to find out if they're going to stage a quantitative easing. They're not going to do a quantitative easing. What is going on there? I don't know, but we'll see how these markets react. That's really what is important. Now, yesterday the market sold off on a high volume, a broad-based decline, and we'll see what it means today. One thing I will say is that CNBC has already marched out Warren Buffett to calm people down, and I assume that they're going to probably march out Jeremy Siegel a little bit later today. That seems to be the 1-2 punch. Whenever the markets sell off, CNBC brings on Warren Buffett, and then they bring on Jeremy Siegel, two perma bulls, and that generally calms the markets down, or at least it has for the last several years. So we'll see if that is the case, but Warren Buffett is on CNBC this morning talking about a new business that he's buying, as well as how he bought stocks yesterday. All right, let's take a look here at a few stocks in the news. But remember, we do have that ECB meeting going on, so we'll check back to the futures in just a little bit. We're going to look at ESPR. This stock is in the news today. Right now, the stock is trading at $32.99. I believe it's a clinical drug trial or something that was successful. Again, it's a little bit overbought for my liking. If you own the stock, you just trail the stop higher. You're not going to look to pick it up here at these levels. But nonetheless, the stock is doing pretty well today on the back of some drug news. But to buy it here is very, very tough. Next one we're going to look at is Cree. And Cree, they make the LED light bulbs and the technology for LED lights. The stock is getting absolutely pummeled today. I have a level for Cree this morning that we will look to trade in the chat room. Yesterday we traded Ford Motor, and like I said in yesterday's video, we'll be looking to trade that in the chat room yesterday, and we did that successfully. Great trade there. Now we're going to look to trade Cree this morning. Cree is getting hammered today. It looks like they came out with their preliminary report, and the stock is just getting beaten down. I will also have other levels, but this stock will be in play today, and we will look to play Cree at some point this morning. Hopefully we'll have another successful play like we did with Ford yesterday. Let's take a look at NLNK, which is, well, we'll get back to that one. Let's go over to STZ, and what you're going to see here with STZ, stock is trading at $83.30. It closed at $85.26. This is Constellation Brands. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. We will have some levels for this one, but one level I do like today for Constellation. If it can get down to $75, I love it, but you're probably going to also watch for a bounce around $80. So keep those levels on for Constellation Brands today. But if it can get down to around $75.25, $75.15, that is going to be a good bounce level for Constellation Brands today. So keep that level on the radar. That should be pretty solid, at least going forward. But Constellation Brands, they make the Madavi wines and Corona beer and things like that. That is a stock that could be in play today as well. We will be looking to play that in the chat room. Remember, there's a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. Come over, check it out. We had a lot of plays yesterday. We banked a lot of money. There was good money to be made. There should be good money this morning, as we expect the volatility to continue really throughout the month of October. So again, there should be some good up and down movement, some good scalp trading, some good swing trading, really across the board. Take that 7-day free trial. The one I was talking about before was Newlink, NLNK, and let's type that in. That's NLNK, and there we go. Top stock is right now is trading at $21.87. Closed at $22.95. So this one will be in play today. We'll see if we can get some plays off on it. Right now, when I look at the equity, though, you have some pretty good weakness in the stock, but that should leave us with a buying opportunity at some point in time, so we'll keep an eye on this one, and again, we'll see if we can get a trade. I would look for the stock a little bit lower, potentially below this low as a buying opportunity if it does come down there. Remember, this is a little bit on the thin side, so sometimes the moves can be a little bit exaggerated. They can fluctuate all over the place, so just be aware of that going forward. Let's take a look here at VECO. This is another one here that we're going to be potentially trading today. The stock right now doesn't have a ton of volume down here, but it looks like it's trading around $33.15. I'm not 100% sure of the news on this one. I did look, but I really didn't come up with anything that looked all that conclusive, so I'm not sure really what to make out of it at the moment. But one thing I will say is that this is a stock we will look to trade today if the levels present themselves. So again, keep this on the radar. VECO is in play. We will be looking at another big equity here, and you all know about this one, Tesla Motors today, coming out with news. Ticker symbol is TSLA. And the stock is really roaring and soaring. Now, if you were an In the Money Stocks member, you know yesterday I said, hey, Tesla has a lot of support right around the 240 level. This chart's being a little bit slow, finicky for me at the moment, but it should pop up. There we go. And I gave this level right here, 240, and you can see today, look at the stock trading up this morning all the way at $200.54. So again, Tesla Motors, I believe Elon Musk is going to unveil his new car or his new engine or something. Either way, the stock is trading sharply higher from yesterday's close. That is a strong gap higher, and you want to respect that. We will look at Tesla levels once the chat room opens at 9 o'clock. So again, if you want those levels for those stocks, please come over to the intraday stock chat. We'll be looking at those, and we'll see what the market gives us. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold futures right now are trading lower by $1.70 to $1,213 an ounce. Let's take a look at the GLD. GLD was down lower, but look what happened here. So GLD is off the worst levels, but it's still slightly negative. But watch dollar yen today. This is going to be very, very important because the Draghi comments, believe it or not, are going to move the dollar. They're going to move dollar yen. But look at dollar yen. Dollar yen just came in, and dollar yen starts to slip or decline, then you're going to see gold start to move higher. That's kind of the way it works. You'll also notice today the U.S. dollar index is trading slightly lower as well. So the U.S. dollar index starting to pull back here also, and that is a positive for gold. And we're going to keep that on the radar. But right now, I don't see anything great for the GLD, but it can make a move if dollar yen starts to move lower. GLD generally will move higher. Let's take a look at crude oil today. Crude oil was absolutely annihilated yesterday, and today it's down another $1.32. So crude oil now trading at $89.41 a barrel. Let's go over to the USO, and what you're going to see here, the USO is trading at $33.66. It's actually off the worst levels of the morning, but nonetheless, this is still pretty weak overall. And when I look at crude still could have a couple of more points to go, but now crude is getting to the zone where it's getting interesting. So again, I know people hate crude right now, but this is where I start to get interested a little bit lower. I have some levels. If you want those levels for crude, come on over to the intraday stock chat or take a 7-day free trial to our research center. I put all my crude levels in there. We've traded crude successfully throughout the years, and we continue to do so. Again, I'll have all those levels in the intraday stock chat. I'll also have those levels available for you in the research center. So again, take a 7-day free trial, get our crude levels, look at where we're going to get ready to take a play on crude. Right now, USO is trading at $33.64, so I don't know if there's a lot to do with it here, but we do have specific levels outlined where we will be getting involved in crude on the long side. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to. S&P 500 E-mini futures are trading down right now by $1.25. They were as high as 4 points higher on Warren Buffett's comments. Right now they are slipping down a little bit, so we'll see where this market trades out. But it's going to make for a very, very good trading day whenever we have some volatility out here. So be prepared, be ready. Again, this is going to be one of those choppy markets. We expect it to be like this throughout the month of October. So come on over, get all of our trades, all of our plays, and we'll see you very, very soon. All right, everybody, have a great trading day. And as I always say, see you on the charts.